You made the decision. You made the decision that you are going to be proactive in your real estate wholesaling business. This is fantastic. I applaud you. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to be both mentally and physically ready so that when you press go, you are crushing it on the phones. Check this out. Everybody, it is Brent Daniels, and if you're getting value out of this video, make sure that you like and subscribe, hit the bell so that you get notifications every time we put out a video. We put out a video 3 times a week. All right, so check this out. This is my prospecting station. There is 3 things that you need, most importantly, to start making efficient prospecting calls, efficient cold calls, efficient lead generation. Everybody loves the word lead generation more than cold calls. So I'm gonna, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna call it lead generation. Now, obviously, you need your computer, okay? This is your tool. This is gonna be making the calls for you if you're using a dialer, okay? If you're just starting out, you don't wanna use a dialer, you don't have the budget to get into something like Mojo Sells, and we'll put it right here, mojosells.com. Typically, it's about $150 a month. Now, if you don't have that, that's fine. They have another option for $90 a month that you can use just to get started, but I highly suggest that you start using a dialer. I'm telling you, you're 10 times more efficient, maybe 20 times, okay? The second thing you need is a cell phone, okay? You're gonna actually dial in to your dialer. Typically, it just depends on which dialer, through your cell phone, okay? I like having it here. I like making sure that it's right here, but I like turning it over. Why do I like turning it over? Because I don't want to get distracted by Instagram, by Facebook, by emails. When you are getting ready to make your calls, you need to absolutely time block. This is the most important time of your day. This is money time. Okay, I tell every single one of my new TTP family members, my TTP students, the people that join my TTP program, that they need to imagine every hour that they make calls, I give them $1,000 cash. What would happen? Realistically, what would happen if I gave you $1,000 cash every hour that you made calls? I would have to tear you off the phone every single day. You would be obsessed. You would be you would never miss a day. You would never skip a day. You'd be absolutely obsessed. But I'm telling you, that's what people are doing every single day. Every single day of the week, people are making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 an hour making these calls to distressed property owners. Remember, the goal here of anything when it comes to wholesaling real estate is we need to have consistent quality conversations with distressed property owners. I say it a billion times on this channel because I want to pound it into your brain, That is it. At the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, there is one question you need to ask yourself. That is, did I have enough quality conversations with distressed property owners to meet my financial goals? That is it. Everything else is noise. Everything else is creative avoidance. Everything else is just made up so that you don't have to go in and put the work in, but not you. Not you. Because you are watching this channel, you're taking action, you're getting going, and you're starting this momentum, and you're being proactive in your business, and I love it. Okay, so here it is. And then the third thing is I like having this. Listen, if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're somebody that's out there crushing it every day, and you don't have one of these by you at all times to write down notes of things that you're learning throughout the day, you are missing out. You are slowing down the train, putting things down. There is something magic when pen touches paper. You know it, I know it. Take notes when you're calling, specifically when you're making calls here in your prospecting station. You want to be you want to be engaged in this call and writing the notes as they're talking. Now, some people can do it. Some people are fast enough they can just type as they're talking, but I feel like it's kind of a distraction, okay? I feel like you can go a lot faster here and then put your notes from here into your system or into whatever you want so that you can keep track so that you are on top of your lead follow-up. But I always love having the notes here. The other thing that I like doing, and I found this for years and years and years that I was making calls, is I would have a goal. Every day I had a goal that I would talk to 30 new people, okay? And then sometimes I would bump it up to 45 people. And then when I was a psychopath, I would do a 100 contact challenge where I wouldn't get off the phone until I talked to 100 new people. You want to really up your game? Do that once a week. Do that once a week and tell me that that's not going to get you massive results. It's incredible. But what I would do is I would just draw boxes on this pad and I would just knock it off every time I talked to somebody new and I knew where I was at. Now, here's a tip. As you're getting started, as you're making your calls, go on for 15 minutes and then stop. And then go on for 20 minutes and then stop. Go on for 30 minutes. Unless you have an extensive background of making a lot of calls, you need to build up your endurance for these calls. You don't train for a marathon by running a marathon. It takes time. You build it up, you build it up, you build it up. So don't kill yourself, because what I see oftentimes is people get on, they make 3 hours worth of calls, and then they're like, oh, that was so exhausting, and then they never do it again. Okay, that's not what I want for you. I want for you to build up into this. Build up 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25, 30, an hour. Once you get to that hour mark, it's like you've crossed over into a whole different dimension. Okay, once you can call, be on the phone, have conversations, have that endurance for an hour, all of a sudden doing 2 hours is easier. Doing 3 hours is easier. Now, personally, I like this. I like standing up, I like it being right about here, and I like being able to move around, right? I think that the energy's better, right? I think that the excitement's better. I think that the enthusiasm better, and I think that you have more electricity when you are standing up. Now, a lot of people, they sit down, they play video games, they watch sports games, they do whatever so that they can get through the 3 hours and they're somewhat entertained and they can do it. I couldn't do it. I need to be laser focused. I need to be in this. It's just like Bill Belichick, the coach for the New England Patriots, says, just do your job this one play. That's the way that I looked at these calls, is I'm talking to one person. I'm going to focus in on that one conversation, and I'm not going to assume, I'm not going to hallucinate that they're going to reject me. I'm not going to assume I know what their situation is. I'm not going to assume. I'm going into this with a little bit of information about them. Maybe they're a probate, maybe they're a tax default, maybe pre-foreclosure, maybe a tired landlord lists. But I don't really play into that. I don't really care. It all blends together because I'm trying to see if I can pull out the problem that this person has so that I can help them solve it. It's interesting. I talked to a new student yesterday and they said, Brent, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. We lowball people on their prices. How is this the best for them? How is this providing value to these home sellers or these homeowners in the marketplace? And it's very simple. He was hallucinating. We do this all the time. If you assume that you know what's best for that seller, if you assume that it's all about money for that seller, you are wrong. Here's the simple facts. 6 to 10% of every market is in distress. That means that people will trade speed and convenience of getting their problem solved for equity in their property. It seems crazy. If you're a real estate agent watching this, you're like, that's not true. It happens every single day of the year. Every single day. Hundreds, thousands. I mean, every single day, it's miraculous. You got to believe that it's out there. But the only way to get in touch with them is to either prospect, right? Get their lead generate through being proactive, or spend a bunch of money in marketing. Or the third one, obviously, is get a lot of referrals coming in. But you guys are the crazy ones. You guys are the psychos like me that want to go out every single day and make an impact and do it on our schedule. And I love it. So listen, when you're getting ready, Okay, we talked about kind of the physical stuff that you need. We talked about Mojo, talked about your phone, turn it over. We talked about your pad of paper, being ready, writing notes, making sure that it's transferred over, make sure that you're actually listening to the conversation, right? But before you get started, okay, you need to imagine, you got to put that mental cap on. You need to imagine every hour that you make calls, you get $1,000, 10 crisp $100 bills. You want to go crazy with this? You want to go real crazy? Put $3,000 at the end of your table, right? Give yourself $1,000 every hour to keep you motivated, right? Now, are you paying yourself? Sure. But it's just an exercise. You see those crisp $10, $100 bills right there that you pay yourself every hour. Or have somebody else, have your wife pay you, have your friend pay you, have your business partner pay you, have whoever. But just keep that thought going, because I'm telling you, there are people making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars an hour, okay? But it takes time. You need to have the mental fortitude to know that what you are doing is going to cause you to be successful. This is the mental side of things, okay? I am telling you, if you work on your tone of voice, on your pacing of the conversation, on using the script, and you're consistent, you cannot lose. You will be successful, okay? But it's up to you. It is up to you that you take the massive action every single day, every week, every month to make sure that you're getting enough opportunities to help people in your marketplace that are in distress. Got it? Good. If you're interested in joining the most proactive group in real estate investing, it is the TTP program. Go to wholesalinginc.com/TTP. I personally mentor you. You get my cell phone. We text, we call. It's crazy. It's bananas, right? But it's the truth, because I want you to be as successful as possible, and I want to work with you, and I love you. So if you're interested in that, wholesalinginc.com/TTP. Check it out. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. The little scroll thing's like tiny because there's so many testimonials. Nobody has more testimonials. Check it out. If it feels good in your gut, sign up for a call. Till next time, you're the best. TTP. Love you.